Nitya, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics from St. Anne's Arts and Science College. Today we are going to see the operations on divergent sequence in Unit 3. Up to last class we had seen the operations on convergent sequence and their theorems. Today we are going to see the divergent sequence, how the operation plays a vital role in the divergent sequence using that theorems. See the first theorem. If a sequence Sn and the Tn are the sequence of real numbers that diverges to infinity, then Sn plus Tn and Sn Tn also diverges to infinity. We know that the divergence definition is it does not have the limit. If the sequence doesn't have the limit, we can say that the sequence diverges. So here they have given the two sequences, one is Sn and Tn. When it diverges to infinity, then when we are adding, that is the operation addition, that also diverges to infinity, and the operation that is a product Sn Tn to Tn, that is a multiplication or a product, that also diverges to infinity. If you are adding the sequence or if you are multiplying the sequence, that also diverges to infinity. Let us see the proof now. Given m greater than 0, choose n belongs to I such that Sn is greater than m, where n is greater than or equal to n, and choose n2 belongs to I and Tn is greater than 1, that is n is greater than or equal to n. The above is a positive since Sn tends to infinity and n tends to infinity as n tends to infinity, that is this is a divergence definition. So we are taking the real value, that is m greater than 0, and it has to be the n we are taking, that should be a positive real number, and Sn should be, the sequence should be greater than m. And if you are taking any another value, positive real value n2, that also belong to that positive integers, and then the axis Tn is greater than 1, therefore the small n is greater than or equal to n. So when n tends to infinity, therefore Sn as well as Tn also tends to infinity. Now for capital N, we are taking the maximum of n1 and n2. So therefore Sn plus Tn equal to greater than m plus 1, which is greater than m, and Sn into Tn is equal to, which is greater than m dot T1, because it's a product, so which is also greater than m. Now Sn into Tn is greater than m, where n is greater than or equal to n. Since m is an arbitrary number, so arbitrary in the sense we can take any value. So this proves the theorem. So it definitely diverges to infinity. So hence proved. Next theorem, if Sn and Tn are the sequence of real numbers, Sn diverges to infinity and Tn is bounded, then Sn plus Tn diverges to infinity. So they have given the two sequence where Sn is diverges and Tn is a bounded, the two conditions they have given like that, then we can call that as Sn plus Tn. If you are adding the two sequence, it can be diverges to infinity. See the proof. By the hypothesis there exists q is greater than 0 such that Tn is less than or equal to q. This is by the bounded definition we are taking. So given m greater than 0, choose n belongs to I such that Sn is greater than m plus q. So n is greater than or equal to n. Then for n is greater than or equal to n, Sn plus Tn, which is greater than Sn minus modulus of Tn. So we have taken as a q, Tn is less than or equal to q. So we can apply Sn is greater than or equal to m, we know that m plus q. So m plus q minus q. So Sn plus Tn is greater than m. Therefore the sequence diverges to infinity. So see the corollary is, if Sn diverges to infinity and Tn converges, then both, if we are adding this, then it will be diverges to infinity. Suppose if we are taking one is a divergent sequence, another one is a convergent sequence, but if we are adding that both sequence, it will be go on to the diverges to infinity problem only, diverges to infinity only. Note, if infinity is replaced by minus infinity, then the theorem follows. So we can apply for the minus infinity also. The theorem holds. Next important definition, limit superior and limit inferior. So limit superior and limit inferior. So limit superior, see the definition, let Sn be a sequence of real number that is bounded above, and if Mn converges, we define limit supremum of Sn, that is limit superior Sn equal to limit n tends to infinity Mn. And second condition, if Mn equal diverges, then limit supremum Sn equal to infinity. And if Sn is a sequence of real number, not bounded above, then the limit supremum Sn equal to infinity, that is Mn equal to infinity. So this is the definition for limit superior, so by heart it. And limit inferior, that is if Sn is a sequence of real numbers bounded below, inferior is we are taking bounded below. So Mn equal to GLB, greatest lower bound of Sn, Sn plus 1, Sn plus 2 and so on. If Mn is a convergence, we define limit inferiorm of Sn equal to limit Mn. And then this also they have given three conditions, and Mn is diverges to infinity, you can write limit inferiorm is greater than infimum is Sn equal to infinity. And if Sn is a sequence of real number, and if Sn is a sequence of real number, so that is they have given the thing Fn is a sequence of real number, so that also it can be applicable. Okay guys, so this is the definition for superior and inferior of limits. So go through it. Thank you guys, thanks for watching.